Welcome, you're with the nasty fast, and I'm back with another read from the fall of America. You know, it's a deep book. You feel what I'm saying? It's a deep reading. It's a good reading. You feel what I'm saying? And so far, the biggest thing that I could see that contribute to the fall of America is the education, of people, period. I don't care what your race is, what your culture is. The education of people, period. You know what I mean? Some of us are raised in hatred. Some of us are raised in love. You feel what I'm saying? So the biggest I don't want to say parallel. I don't want to say parallel. I really don't think that would be the right word to use. But the biggest conflict, I would say would be um, you know your environment teaches you how to raise your kids. You feel me? Your environment teaches you how to raise your kids. So you can conform or you can keep raising your kid in a positive manner. You feel what I'm saying? You can keep walking in a positive manner, or you can get into your environment and see that everyone is disrespectful, you know, break every commandment that whom you pray to has put upon this rock. You feel what I'm saying? So why would you conform into that? You feel me? Hold your ground. Stand focused. You know what I mean? Stand focused, because see, you need at least 70% or 75% of America to be on your negative page for there to be a fall in America. That's number one. You need to be the majority. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're not the majority, you're just doing a test right now. You feel what I'm saying? You're just testing it. You testing the waters. And I just say this to you once again, you know what I mean? Come on. Let's figure this. Because evidently you can't get out because you stuck right here in America with me. You feel what I'm saying? So you're going to feel the same pain I feel when it crumble, when it fall. What you going to do? What you going to do? Alright, come on, pick yourself up. Realize you've been bamboozled. Realize you need to see things other than the struggle within yourself. You feel me? You have made your life this way. You have went against our government and has been blackballed, red flagged upon some things that you feel what you have said out your mouth or what your actions have done. It shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. You're a threat to America. They just ain't kicked you out yet. Look, let's get into chapter 16. And the title of chapter 16 is Independence Day. And I hope I can remember where we was at. I do. I really do. I really do, because I took the bookmark off. So there we go. Alright. Let me see. Go back on up. Yeah. Alright, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's it. I'm at the right spot. So let's proceed. Let's get, this will be part 2. I believe this will be part 2 of chapter 16. So let's proceed with no more delay. Lord, I really forgot where I'm at then. This is funny. I can't even get back to where I was. Come on now, there we go. For 400 years, the white man swallowed us, the black man of America, up. He did not put us in a hole of the earth, but he swallowed us up by keeping anything like wisdom from coming to us. He set a bound against our own black people visiting us in order to prevent them from teaching us anything other than what the white man was teaching our black slave fathers. Now, for the minister Elijah Muhammad to say that, I ask you again, what did Messiah Farad do for him or say to him for him to accept Islam in his life? If there anybody out there, please, come on, let's solve this. Please, you just hearing this, man. I need to read it again. Well, I tell you what, punch pause, do a rewind. You get it? Listen to what I'm reading. Let's proceed. This caged us in and made just as secure a cage as the literal cage of Europe that the Arab people put the white man in 6,000 years ago. You hear that? I ain't know that. I ain't know the Arabs put the Europeans in a cage. I wouldn't mind. The Arabs put the Europeans in a cage. Something really don't sound right about that. The 4th of July is the day of rejoicing of the white man over his opponents. For the Western Hemisphere, he wrote his constitution for his own white people, not for his black slave. Since this is his day which he set aside for himself, then what part, black brother, do you have in this day? Your part is not mixed with his part in the way of his own white politics and physical independence. Let me, back something up right quick, you know what I mean? Because see, if that was 100% truth, and it might be 100% truth to it, you got what I'm saying? Doesn't it give you a real understanding of why America stay at war with the Middle East? Doesn't it? Doesn't it kind of give you a good understanding? You know what I mean? Shoot, the Bushes will, especially the junior Bush will stand up and tell you he went over there to get some get back for the dad. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes, they how to put it? Excuse me, my battery went dead, but there we go. Yes, you know what I mean? It is said there was some things going on over there, so Junior Bush went over there and solved some issues. You feel what I'm saying? You get it? I believe it's going to be an ongoing war, always with the Arabs and America. You feel what I'm saying? There are things that just not going to die. In my mind, in my heart, I feel that there's always going to be conflict with the Jews and Africans because of what was done to them. And see, they're not getting the fact, okay, look at all that crumbled when Ramses chased Moses. They ain't looking at that. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't looking at, okay, look what we done. They looking at what I'm going to do in the now. You feel what I'm saying? In the now. I'm going to get you in the now. I'm going to stay getting you. So wake up. Stay prepared, because if you ever understand America, you feel what I'm saying? They'll send a missile. They'll send a nuke cross. Look, they'll send a nuke to your house if they thought your clean neighbor wouldn't die. If it could just drop in your house and kill you, your filthy self, they'll do that to you. And do it. Get it over with. You got what I'm saying? Get it over with. Yeah, I'll sleep like a baby if you let me push it. That road. The 4th of July is the day of rejoicing of the white man over his opponents for the Western Hemisphere. He wrote his constitution for his own white people, not for his black slave. I get you and I understand you, but we wrote the Constitution. Islam, we wrote that. That just was carried on in different lands, different parts of the world. until it got into America. Let's proceed. Since this is his day which he set aside for himself, then what part, black brother, do you have in this day? And you know what I mean? When you think about what I just said about we wrote that and it was used against us, right? Cool. Your part is not mixed with his part in the way of his own white politics and physical independence. But as I called your attention to proud King Nebuchadnezzar, history of what happened to him at the height of his kingdom, Allah, God, never destroyed a powerful people nor deprive them to self-independence when they were in trouble or when they were sick with grief. He made them to feel happy. He made them think that they would live forever. So it was with the coming of Allah in the persons of Master Fard Muhammad, that's what I'm talking about, Messiah Fard Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, on his coming to us on the 4th of July, 1930. His presence meant the destruction of the independence of the white race, and especially America over the black man. Let me say this to you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna shut it down right here. Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down because this is a big one. This is a deep one right here. Came to him on the 4th of July. Ain't that something? 4th of July, Detroit. Ain't that something? Is that not something? Independence Day. I could imagine how that speech went. I would love to hear it. And I'm going to do some research, and I'm going to hit Google up and do some research, because I would love to hear that speech, or I would love to read that speech. I want to know exactly how could you do this in the days of racism at its all-time high. How could you convince this African, this black man? You feel what I'm saying? You get it? And if he used Muhammad, come on now. If he used Muhammad, get real. What was Muhammad then? A tool to go back into Africa and do what? And do what? I let you answer that yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You get it? Look, anyway, you've been with the nasty pastor. There's been another chapter reading of the fall of America. And I'm going to just say this to you again. You got what I'm saying. I'm not against Islam. If you feel me, I'm not against it. But there are some things that need to be answered. I'm asking for some answers. Get it? I love you. I do. I love you. You feel me? I want to love you unconditionally. You get me? And if you're smart enough, you should understand what love is, and you should understand what loving someone unconditionally is. Look, I'm out.